Warning on all sides, direct exposure to adjacent housing.
Marin County, California is a beautiful place to live. Sausalito, Mill Valley, and Tiburon. Views of the Golden Gate Bridge, Mount Tam, and Angel Island. Beauty is everywhere, and wildfire season is in full bloom. This special report will focus on the town of Tiburon because I live here. I'm Dr. Lynn Fox, a concerned citizen and a board member of my Homeowners Association for over 15 years. As I walk my dog Coco, I enjoy my neighborhood. What I'm concerned about is that most of us have not prepared nor protected our homes from a wildfire. This makes us very vulnerable. All over Marin County, we are at risk. We need to take immediate action. National wildfire prevention events take place each May. However, a year-round effort is necessary. What we do at our Homeowners Association is post banners, hand out brochures, and talk about the dangers of wildfires. And new this year, we are reaching out to our neighbors with this video. Now is a good time of year to take a survey of your valuable home for fire dangers, because we know we can see the beauty, but often don't see the dangers that are right in front of us. What we do today can save our lives, our homes, and our neighbors. This is a geographic photo of Tiburon provided by John Arvidsson, a retired NASA scientist and resident. As you can see, there are many potential areas for wildfires. This is especially true while we are going through times of drought, high winds, and construction. More importantly, we should have our eyes open to what is really lurking behind the scenes. Most people don't see or think about the northeast side of Tiburon Peninsula. This backside of Tiburon runs for 2 miles, has steep slopes, and dense dead undergrowth that is hidden. This is what most citizens see on the other side of the hill. Homes, businesses, churches, schools, and local housing on the highly populated western side of Tiburon. They are often unaware of the fire dangers on the northeast side. Many residents live in housing complexes or homes where landscape managers or gardeners do the work. They are the ones who take care of trimming and removal of leaves, dead bushes and trees, and other debris. Many service personnel may or may not know about the importance of defensible space management. Unknowingly, they may actually contribute to a fire by blowing leaves onto your property, which becomes kindling. This view gives you a better perspective of the danger. See the houses at the top of the ridge? See the unmitigated miles of trees and bushes right below the homes? This area is so dense that you can't really enter it without a machete. However, the real problem is not visible from above. The real problem is that it is a steep area with dense underbrush filled with decades of dead sudden oak, diseased trees, and other debris. To make matters worse, there are many telephone and utility lines located here that could catch on fire. It's difficult for anyone to access this area, especially firefighters. There is currently no access or fire road. It's so easy as humans to put off required actions until it's too late. What is needed is that we prepare and take actions now. Let us look at a few historic fires that have already occurred in our area so we can see clearly what can happen if you don't take action. Appropriate mitigation could have reduced or prevented this kind of damage, not to mention reducing the huge cost. Let's start with the Oakland Hills fire in 1991. It advanced so quickly and destroyed so many homes, leaving ashes all the way across the bay. In the middle of their suffering and trauma, they had to deal with their lost homes, insurance companies, and rebuilding their lives. It took years to overcome the fire damage and get back to their normal lives. Ask anyone who has suffered from fire damage and let them tell you how it has affected their lives. It's not a pretty picture. Let's move on to the 2007 massive San Diego wildfires. In October, the weather was hot, dry, and windy, perfect ingredients for fires to spread. People saw flames jump across 8 lanes of traffic. In 2008, Angel Island in San Francisco Bay and next to Tiburon had a huge fire. Within 45 minutes, 45% of the island was burned. Unfortunately, Tiburon has many of the same natural elements that contributed to that fire. A good reason for us to mitigate now. Let's look at a few more examples of fires in Tiburon. In 2009, there were at least 3 homegrown fires. One, a house that went up in minutes, and only in 2015 is being rebuilt. That's 6 years of lost time. Another fire occurred in the child care center next to the police department and elementary school, which had to be rebuilt. The third was an apartment kitchen fire off Lyford Drive. Thanks only to the Tiburon Fire Department, it was contained and didn't spread to the other units. In this photo, you see 4 dead trees extremely close to the condominium and its wooden balcony. A disaster is waiting to happen. Now let's look at another fire threat that could happen in any community in the Bay Area. Remember the PG&E massive gas line explosion in San Bruno in 2010 that affected so many? They are still rebuilding as of today, on top of dealing with insurance claims and legal suits. Next, I'd like to help you see what actually happens when owners do or do not mitigate their own properties. 2012 and 2013 were 2 bad years for fires in Colorado Springs. Both included major wildfires. Like Marin County and Tiburon, the homes were surrounded by natural beauty, lots of trees, and owners seeking serenity. First, let's learn about the 18,000 acre fire in Waldo Canyon in Colorado Springs in 2012. 346 homes were destroyed, 32,000 people were evacuated, resulting in $455 million in damages. What a loss! A year later, 2013, as nature would have it, more wildfires swept through. Over 860 residents were in the fire zone. The results were 486 homes were destroyed, which were unmitigated, costing $90 million in damage. And guess what? The 375 homes that were mitigated, their property was not damaged. Preventative action pays off. Let's review fires of 2014. Notice that wildfire season has gone from the month of October to now year-round. Here are some additional statistics. In June, San Diego fires caused 120,000 people to be evacuated. In July, Nampa fires involved using 1,000 firefighters. In August, Napa earthquakes caused both fires and wildfires.